really good over by Van Meekeren. Go ahead, Messi.
Jay Grover is a very delicate disposition, I think. He says, some homunculus-looking fucker just appeared behind Chris's shoulder. Now I have the fear. I don't know. Is Mog in there with you?
Yes, he is. Mog's here.
It was probably Mog. And then he says, double arc. Now Messrs is coming through the computer screen. Double plus fear. Did you take overdose on your medication, Jay? And Mog says, I could have sworn someone just called Logan Funbag.
Yeah. Funbag is what we're going to refer to him as. This next ball is lofted by Steve Smith out into the onside. He's going to take a couple of runs here. And that moves. He goes to 4 and the score goes to 32.
So Australia's next assignment is in Dharamshala, which is the home of the Dalai Lama. And they're playing the New Zealand team there. Which will be a great game.
Yeah.
That'll be great. I mean, we know New Zealand, very difficult to beat in this tournament. A full ball here from Funbeck and driven by Smith, but fielded sharply. So we have after that New Zealand game, Australia play Afghanistan, England and Bangladesh. So you might say it's almost the easiest possible run to the finish line for Australia.
Especially given where England are.
Yeah.
I think they're one of those dogs that'll come back and fight and probably aim hardest at Australia, even though they're out of the tournament.
I think it'll be a difficult match, that England match for Australia, as this next ball back of a length pushed into the covers and again no run. So for the Netherlands, though, I mean, they, of course, beat South Africa. They've lost 3 against Pakistan. Into the onside, there's a chase on out to the boundary where it'll be pulled up inside the rope, and the return comes in quite neatly. So a couple of 2s run in this over.
Speaking of England, I heard an interview with Johnny Bairstow. He's still very bitter about the run out, and he accused the Australians of taking some catches which weren't legal during the Ashes. So he's digging up more dirt, Johnny is.
Oh, he needs to be quiet. That's a long time to be bitter and twisted. This next ball from Funbeck is full and driven to mid-off and no run taken. So 4 runs so far from the over. Isn't that funny? Like, everyone's forgotten about it, Johnny. Just let it go.
Well, I think, to be fair, the interview he did for that book was done before the Test matches. The book's just been released, so it's a big promo for it. But
yes, right.
Move on.
You probably did say it a while ago then. And this next ball straying onto the pads. Smith turns it round the corner through square, and that has gone all the way to the boundary for 4 runs. A wonderful boundary for Australia, and that's 8 from the over.
That was money for jam for Steve Smith playing a shot like that. He hits those shots very well. Messi.
Specky94 points out that it was, of course, South Africa who won the game last night after winning a toss and batting first, and that, of course, they've won all the games where they have batted first and lost the one where they didn't bat first. So it'll be interesting to see if someone else manages to make them chase.
So we're seeing on the host broadcaster here, Warner pulling some tape out of the physiotherapy bag, and I don't know whether he's taping up a body part or whether he's taping up his bat. We can't quite see what he's doing there. He's intently doing something.
Maybe hiding some sandpaper?
You never know.
Jay Grover says, serious point, Messrs. You just reminded me I haven't taken my medication. Cheers. Soon my tweets will listen. And then he says, do not take with alcohol, my ass.
So just a reminder to everyone who's listening, please go now and take your medication if you need to. This is a community service announcement from White Line Wireless Guerrilla Cricket Studios. So if you're just joining us, Australia won the toss. They decided to bat. The Netherlands were happy with that. According to their captain, they would have bowled. And currently the run rate is pushing 6 because the spinners started and Australia took a well advantage, getting lots and lots of runs. But then Mitch Marsh was out skying a ball. It was, I can't remember which one. So anyway, Van Meerken's coming in. He's bowling wide outside the leg stump, called a wide. That was a beamer almost, but totally slipped out of his hand, I think.
Great take by the wicketkeeper, and I'm surprised that they didn't appeal for a catch.
Yes, indeed. That was quite extraordinary, and it was accidental. And Warner's going up and asking the umpire something. I'm not quite sure what he's asking him there. What do you reckon that was, Krish?
No, it was interesting. I don't know, actually. It's interesting what
he's saying. Do you speak Dutch? Can you interpret the sledge for me, please?
Yeah. If anyone on the tweets has any idea, please let us know. As Van Meerken's around the wicket, this ball dropped at the feet of Warner. He didn't know where it was. It could have gone into the stumps, but it was safe, and the keeper comes in and cleans up. And Warner's just all over the place now. I think he wants a new bat or he wants new gloves. Something is wrong with his bat.
He's not happy.
I don't know where he put his tape. We can't tell where he put his tape before. Maybe he did tape up his bat, but something is wrong. He's telling the umpire we need to have a little break in play.
Has he got a broken handle?
Out of it?
Maybe you should get some tips from Grace Harris as to how to hit a six with a broken bat.
Yes. So the stadium...
It's going to be a little bit of a hold-up anyway as the 12th man comes out with more bats. And who's that jogging out? Is that Stoinis?
That's Sean Abbott.
Oh, it's Sean Abbott.
All right. Poor bugger. Mogg is on a mission to put the fun back in cricket. He says Logan Funbag and Paul Fun Merlin.
Yes. I think we are supposed to give the pronunciation for the Vans as fun. So Van Meerken is in the middle of his over. So far he's managed a wide and a dot ball. His figures are none for two. He's coming around the wicket and he's bowling to Warner. Warner squirts off an edge down to third and they run through for a single.
Which reminds me, we need a 2020s version of Billy Birmingham to come up with